I know. Listen, let me explain. Last week, I had to do an overtime week. I worked 50 hours. 50 hours plus my parents came in from out of town, and then other people was one of my company on my off days. It was just a cluster chaotic week for me. And I apologize to everyone who's been checking my Facebook fan page for any notifications. That's the reason why that's one of the reasons I have that fan page, to keep people notified and updated. But of course, you already know I read that chapter, Bleach chapter 663. So I'm going to give you my thoughts. Me, Captain Vibes, today's with live action. You already know what it is. Give you my thoughts, of course, for Bleach chapter 663 and 664, titled The Gift. Excuse me. Now, before I get started, as you can see, of course, I'm accompanied by the Crimson Queen, the Crimson Princess. Yes, herself. Well, someone actually called the Crimson Queen, but it's really the Crimson Princess, Benihime, right here. Look, with Bleach chapter 663 to Bleach chapter 664, I knew it. I said it. I knew it. I seen it in the future. It's like, what? Matter of fact, let's not take my word for it now. Let's look back to what I said, in case you don't remember. I predicted that with her having 5 minutes until that drug wears off, she's in her cat form. She's gonna fight, of course. She's gonna attack Askenak LeVar. She's gonna push his back up against the wall, whoop his ass, everything. He's gonna try other things or maybe new techniques, and it's not gonna work. So what is he gonna do when his back is pushed against the wall? Up, final holy form. So whether her time is gonna run out and she's gonna get jacked up, or he's just gonna jack her up before the time is up, and then that's when Urahara is gonna be like, oh damn. He's probably gonna get pissed or worried to see Yoruichi get jacked up. Maybe he will help in. Maybe he'll just stay back and be like, man, I don't want to have nothing to do with her when she's in this form, so I'm just sit back and watch, you know. And once she's out, that's when Urahara is going to jump in. And then he's going to try to take on Askenak LeVar while he's in his final holy form. And it's not going to work. And then what's going to happen? Yeah, we're going to see that Bunkai. Finally, I bet this is what it's going to be. Urahara is going to kill Askenak LeVar with his Bunkai. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. You've all heard it here first, right here on my channel. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yes. That, you know what? I know. Give me all the elite props. Yes, man. If I wish you could just mail me some props. You know, if I had like an elite version of mail time, you know what? That don't sound like a bad idea. But you know, I don't want to jock teching style. You know, with the whole mail time thing. You know, but technically, I think YouTubers have been doing that for years now, but you know, I don't know. But just let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm just saying, it's exactly as would happen. However, yes, there are things in between that happen that, of course, I couldn't predict, you know. But let's this whole Reishi changed 48 times per second thing. Maybe I'm overlooking something, or I misread something, or hell, maybe I just don't get it. So she was getting the one-up on this guy because her Yatsu was changing 48 times per second. Like, her moods was just changing, fluctuating. Like, she'd chase him, then she'd stop, then she'd want to lick on Urahara, then she'd want to sleep and rest. So to me, it just felt weird because since the beginning of Bleach, a lot of the basics were revealed to us. The way Zanpaku's holes work, the way the Sunkaimon work, everything, the Gillians, Hahuchas, Hollows, the Quincy's, you know, everything, the spiritual energy and the spiritual pressure, you know, spiritual energy to Ryatsu. And to see something new about this, it just really didn't seem like, it just kind of seemed weird to really hear like a new explanation regarding Ryatsu. Like, I don't know. And it was working against Askenak LeVar. But this is the thing. Bleach chapter 663, good action. It was action-packed. But my overall thing about it is, even though I predicted it, you know, I still have to be fair, look at this from a review point of view, where, yes, I have to give credit for what a chapter offered. If it offered action, good pacing, revelations, you know, all good things, I have to say it was good. You know, I just can't say, oh, I knew this was going to happen, the whole thing is bad. even if you predict something, you can predict something that's good. You know, if it's predict something good, it's gonna be good. Then you can predict something that's bad. You can say, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope this doesn't. If you know this is gonna be bad for the story, and you predict it, it's gonna be like, damn. Like, not only is it bad because it's bad because I knew it was gonna be bad. You know, I foreseen it. Now, with Bleach chapter 664, Askenok Lavar's final holy form, this motivator, I think it's called a God's Poison Taster. Hassan. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But this motivator, he has the visor. His halo is shaped like the Quincy symbol. He has like this DNA looking diagram that's around him, like that's his wings. It just looks weird, and it looks like it's made of reishi. He has the rings around his wrist. It fits him for the style of his character, but overall it looks weird. And I couldn't help but to think like, oh, here we go, because this guy, he has a deadly ability already, so now that he's in his full standing, it's probably amplified with new abilities at that. And I was right. And we see he makes this poison realm. I think that's what it's called, what it's translated to. And Kisuke Urahara, he's this motivator, nothing is looking good for him. I like the fact that he went to attack Askenok Lavar. He's not just sitting there helpless and helpless and defenseless, just chatting with them. He did go to swing, and throughout this whole time, he did not have it in the Shikai form. It was in the sealed form, looking like a cane. And I thought when he went to swing, it was gonna be, you know, into the Shikai, but that didn't happen. So even Askenok Lavar, he was shocked that he was able to still move while he was in that poison realm. But the way he got over Yoruichi's overall cat form is because the base of the, what was it? As long as the base of the poison stays the same, the surface can be different. I think as long as the base of the poison is the same, it doesn't matter if the surface is different, because it is automatically cause immunity to Askenok Lavar. I think that's how he explained it. Basically, this final holy form makes him immune to, you know, to that. So it was crazy. But before I continue any further, I believe God of War 187, one of my long-time subscribers, he wanted me to mention how some people were saying Kubo was sexist regarding Bleach chapter 663. I don't see how. I mean, maybe got some feminists, you know, that's looking at it like, oh, Yoruichi is just used as a sex symbol of Bleach. She's just used for the sex appeal, or fan service as we call it. She's getting her ass kicked. She's just there for just, you know, the cleavage. But you know what, now I think about it, I mean, it does make you wonder, when was the last good solid victory Yoruichi had? I mean, yeah, we all know she got her little hits in on Aizo when he was in his cryostasis form. Other than that, I'm not saying she's a weak character. Now, and I'm not agreeing with these people saying that Kubo is sexist. I think people look into things too deeply, man. Like, it's just like, look, it's manga, alright? Like, damn. I'm not saying a mangaka can be sexist. I'm not saying that, but I don't think Kubo is sexist. I don't think that was his idea of doing this whole thing. But anyway, yeah, it just, yeah. So, what messed me up with this chapter was when Askenok Lavar took that gift ring and basically, it's like just a, how do you explain it? He can just pinpoint whatever he wants to just die instantly, mixed with the death dealings. Like that ring, he took it off, it went flying at Urahara, and it disappeared. And it was small, it was right in his eye. So all the dosage, he just concentrates all the poison and lethal dosage to one specific area. He can do it with organs, I guess an eye, I guess an ear. Well, now you just see blood just come out of his eye. And I'm like, here we go again, yet another eye. Another character who lost an eye. So it makes me wonder, now is Kisuke going to have an eye patch? So we have Kenpachi with an eye patch, even though he has both eyes. Shunsui Kuraku with an eye patch. And now Kisuke Urahara is going to have an eye patch. Maybe he's going to get healed. But he's an inventor. He may, first off, all the Kido that's out there, or he may, you know, heal it, you know. But Another thing, you know what? Now I think about it, maybe Orihime would do that with Kisuke, not Kisuke, Shunsui as well. Maybe just heal both of their eyes. Not heal, but you know what I mean. Maybe she just do that. Who knows? But I hope Kubo doesn't keep Kisuke with the missing eye and give him an eye patch. It'll just seem like, come on, man. Like, nah, it's just, no. I won't want that. But, of course, instantly, when that happened, he didn't play no games. He instantly went Bunkai. Instantly. And I have to say, I was surprised by his Bunkai. You know, the spirit. We finally get to see Benihime, the Crimson Princess. And, of course, the name. Anan, Barike, Benihime, Adamare. I hope I'm saying that right. But I want to do more research on that. And, of course, this is taken from Buddhism, of course, and like a lot of things in Bleach, it's a lot of references to it, and I love how Kubo has done that with this. I really do. And reading back on a little history about it, I'm really curious to see what the ability is gonna be with this this Bunkai. But let's not forget that he actually obtained Bunkai in 3 days, just like how Ichigo was doing with his training with that car. I forget the name. That cutout that Kisuke invented. I'm willing to bet that, you know, his Bunkai is not fully mastered. Not fully mastered at all. And so whatever we're going to see is not going to be the full, true extent of it all. But the conversation that Ascanac LeVar and Urahara had shared, you know, was pretty interesting. How Ascanac LeVar go on to tell him that, look, you know, just this passion and desire and this loyalty to Juha, yes. I am very dedicated to this guy, to see that he's going to destroy the world of the living, Hueco Mundo, and Soul Society, and create a whole new world within those three. He said he was just curious to see what his highs are going to be, just to take part in that new world. And Urahara goes on to say, you know, that's like something Mayuri would like as well. However, he wouldn't want Juha to do that. You know, he wouldn't want that at all. He would like to see something that's never been seen before and never been done before by his own hands. That's what a scientist like do. They like to be inventors. They like to discover, do things like they like to be the first ones to do these things. But I mean, I enjoyed the chapter. It felt lengthy, good dialogue, action of course, but it was just all predictable. I give this fight, now that he released his Bunkai, I'll say about 2 chapters. Yeah, I'll say about 2 chapters, yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Least give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns. I am glad that he finally released his Bunkai. Here it is eons later. Shout out to Ice Titan 123. I know, of course, he's really amped about this. I think Urahara's Kike is his favorite character, so I know he's just having a fangasm in his review, man. But yeah, it's me, Captain Valdez. I'll see you all next week.